Hi there, friends. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us for another informative weekend edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Inside our pages today, the tourism development agenda, the build-out of public health infrastructure, and a burgeoning investment-worthy industry. Sit back and relax during this half hour as these and much more unfold after this quick break.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
To fight crime and violence in your country, your government has invested over $9.7 billion into national security systems. This includes the construction and renovation of dozens of police stations, the acquisition of critical security equipment such as patrol vessels and police vehicles, the recruitment and training of more police officers, and the build-out of the Jamaica Defense Force. Your government is investing in your safety. We are building Jamaica.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Thanks again for being here. Jamaica continues to evolve with its diverse product offering and pristine natural beauty, all of which have contributed to top foreign exchange earnings. We speak of the Ministry of Tourism. Catch what's in store for the sector in financial year 2023-2024.
Tourism will be the biggest driver of our economic growth and prosperity, not just for now, but indeed for years to come.
To drive tourism's bountiful economic resilience, the Ministry of Tourism will strengthen social benefits for sector workers, increase accommodations, and secure more air traffic into the island.
The government of Jamaica has moved in that direction. Housing for tourism workers.
The Ministry of Tourism, the National Housing Trust, and private stakeholders will collaborate to develop 2,500 houses for tourism workers in the next 5 years. New investors are also providing housing solutions, in addition to their hotel construction. Some of the investments include 1,000 worker houses by Hard Rock Hotel, 650 by Palladium, and 500 by Princess Resorts. The ministry will also model the government's social housing program to build homes for needed tourism workers. The Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA, will match the $100 million seed fund from the Tourism Enhancement Fund to initiate the project. 20 houses will be provided per year.
The workers won't have to pay for it. They are in a position of need. We know the need, we recognize the difficulty, and from their own companies, they will be selected.
The expansion on human capital development will continue, with more workers expected to contribute to the Tourism Workers Pension Scheme. Innovation and skills training is central to Jamaica's sustainable tourism development. The Tourism Innovation Incubator is set to spur fresh business ideas for the sector. The first cohort of 27 youth entrepreneurs will have access to a $100 million grant funding initiative to support their startups.
This investment portfolio that tourism is unfolding now is the largest and most impressive in the history of tourism in Jamaica.
That's 20,000 new hotel rooms to be constructed over the next 5 to 10 years. The developments will run island-wide and include 2,500 rooms at Bahia Principe St. Anne, 1,000 rooms at Harmony Cove in Trelawney, 2,000 rooms at Unico, Hard Rock Hotel, Casino and other resort developments in St. James, and 2,000 rooms at Princess Resort in Hanover.
Now that the runway has been expanded, and we hope to have that ready by summer.
New airline markets are being targeted in 2023, including the Arabian travel market. More flights are also expected from existing airline partners to boost visitor arrivals. Popular resort town Negril will benefit from major upgrades under the Spruce Up program. Other upgrades in the government's comprehensive development plan include an international airport, a public beach park and craft village. The Royal Palm Reserve will also be restored, as a joint project with the United Nations Environment Program UNEP. Additionally, under the Spruce Up Jamaica program, $4 million will be allocated to each constituency for community development projects. Other major upgrades include the restoration of 3 public beaches by 2024.
I think we have a duty to ensure that persons entering this space follow the rules and are respectful of the importance of law and order.
The ministry is formulating stronger protocols for public order within tourism spaces through the development of Jamaica's Destination Assurance Policy. Cultivating more financial solutions for small and medium enterprises in the tourism space and strengthening tourism linkages for farmers, the ministry commits to ensuring all Jamaicans get a fair share of the tourism pie. The government is committing billions of dollars to ensuring Jamaica's tourism engine is strong as it builds Jamaica's destination assurance.
We will continue to push forward with the key priority projects and initiatives to shape tourism governance infrastructure to boost the sustainable development of the sector.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Jamaica is changing right before our very eyes. Across the island, billions are being invested into our road networks, from farm and community roads to major roads and highways. Dozens of communities across the length and breadth of Jamaica are receiving access to reliable potable water for the very first time. And thousands of Jamaicans have become homeowners thanks to the historic shifts in policies of the National Housing Trust, making it easier for Jamaicans to receive funding. Not to mention the record number of houses being built. Never dreamed you would own a home? No matter your circumstance, home ownership is possible for you thanks to the government's new social housing program, specially designed to meet the needs of poor Jamaicans at no cost to them. We are building Jamaica.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
We're still traveling along Jamaica's development pathway. This time we make a stop at the western end of the island, where public health facilities are being upgraded.
Two major hospital construction projects are underway. One rehabilitates the Cornwall Regional Hospital and the other introduces a new hospital for children and adolescents. Both are making fast progress.
When we had just started, the base of the building was very compromised. There was a broiler here that we took out. We had to, steels were exposed, and so a lot of work went into solidifying the base, the foundation, to ensure that the building is preserved.
The steel and the concrete was very badly corroded. The contractor had to strip away all of the corrosion, expose the bases of the columns, the base of the shear walls, treat the steel, and completely re-encase it in concrete in order to stabilize the structure. So this was a significant aspect of the work, the structural repairs.
The current phase is 2B, so we had 2A, and there was a phase before. The final phase is termed phase 3. So when that frame is completed and there's confidence in it, then a final stage now is going in to put in the windows, the doors, the partitions, the offices, the AC, the electrical, the piping, and that's now the final phase before occupation. As you saw up there, there's nothing in the building. The building has been totally gutted. So everything that's going in will be new, including equipment, and that's a positive thing. We are creating some additional space. We are reorganizing where the different specialties will be to make it for easier flow of work. And even in terms of the aesthetics, when it's completed, the intention is to have the look and feel that represents a modern hospital that provides all the amenities and the features to be therapeutic even before you start getting treated. ultimately 90% of the financing is likely to be Chinese. The other stuff is just facilitating the grounds, the compound, that sort of thing. So it's really a Chinese project, donated project. But we put in the connectivity, water, electricity, that sort of thing, a whole retaining wall to expand the car park. That's a couple $100 million. We had done a lot of work with the designs. When the initial designs came, we sent a team to China. We sat, we worked together. It was very collaborative until we agreed and finalized on the plans. The Western Children's Hospital, which is under heavy construction, as you can see. Significant progress made over the last 2 months. We have a 3rd floor going up to a 4th, and the front section of the building, as you can see, is all framed up. It will have everything that a hospital, a modern hospital has, including specialist service. Remember, it's a children and adolescent hospital, so it's really up to 18 years from birth, and it will have operating theaters, it will have emergency surgery, it will have 220 beds, diagnostic services, all the critical components. It's a standalone facility that's adding significant capacity to these parts, and unique capacity that doesn't exist anywhere else in the country.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
Producing our own food and relying less on imports from abroad is important not just to our economic growth, but also to ensure food and nutrition security. Keep watching to learn how the government is promoting increased production of tilapia through the growth of the aquaculture industry to meet the demand for fish.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, in a 2011 UN-published report, Jamaica has one of the highest levels of fish consumption per capita in the Americas, with 30.6 kilograms of raw fish weight per annum. A substantial portion of the over 80% of marine fish consumed in Jamaica is, however, imported. The National Fisheries Authority is therefore focusing on tilapia production and marketing to meet the growing local appetite for fish. This has become necessary, especially due to the decline in coral reef fish stocks, the increasing demand for seafood, coupled with the huge untapped local market for tilapia, providing a perfect opportunity to increase import substitution.
Tilapia is very important to the Jamaica food security strategy. For one, it's a priority under the National Fisheries Authority as to increase food and nutritional security. There are a lot of agricultural lands available that are capable of having fish ponds on it. There's also other government agencies who are looking to collaborate with to be creating aquaculture parks where we'll be having multiple ponds where persons can come on to grow their fish there, where we'll have the setups. We're teaching our farmers to do this as a business, to do it technically sound, to use the technical advice that the NFA will provide for them so that they will be able to become more profitable, where the growth times will be shorter, where the quality of the fish will be better, where the consumer will be happier.
Getting started in fish farming, it's as easy as ABC. Persons first need to get in contact with the National Fisheries Authority. Then, someone from our office will actually come, speak to the person, make arrangement to come and visit the location, and then we'll do what we call a site evaluation. Your next step is to get registered with the National Fisheries Authority. Registration process is easy. You call our office also, someone will come and verify that you are a farmer, and you would need some items such as a government issued ID, 2 passport size pictures certified by a JP, fill out the application form, and only $600.
The local industry is regulated and supported by the government to ensure quality standards.
Farmers will have to maintain their water quality where possible. They can get it assessed if needed. If you are feeding your tilapia according to stocking density, making sure that they're getting the right quantity of feed, then it reduces the risk of you overfeeding the pond, and feed that is not eaten by the fish will then stay in the pond and become rotted. That will of course disrupt your water quality. This is the algae that they will feed on that will permeate through their system and causes the flesh to taste like mud.
Depending on the size of the pond, so if it's a 1 acre pond, well, that 1 acre pond can stock anywhere between 10 to 15,000 advanced fries, and those normally take 6 months to reach maturity.
If you live on your farm, it can be extremely profitable. You can make 50% on your investment in every crop. We look for ponds that are not aerated, not artificially aerated. We look for about 4,000 pounds per acre per crop, and ponds that are aerated, we look for between 6,500 to 8,000 pounds per acre. You have to maintain the best water quality possible, especially as you approach harvest time.
A lot of people in Jamaica don't really fully know about tilapia. I introduce it to a lot of people, and some of them are my best customers now. And before that, they never know much about tilapia.
Aquaculture, especially that of tilapia, can fill the gap in the health-conscious demand for quality seafood products. Its firm texture and mild flavor makes it ideal for a variety of cooking methods. Tilapia also offers several attractive benefits for the householder and food service providers. Its high appeal and high profit as a center-of-the-plate item. Menu versatility, as tilapia works well with many different flavor profiles. The fact that it is low in calorie and fat for healthy menu applications. It is free of saturated fats, high in omega-3 fatty acids, a good source of protein for weight management, a natural fish which originated in Africa.
You can have tilapia taste whatever way you want it to taste. If we get more Jamaicans supporting this and buying product Jamaica, because that's really what it is, because it's grown and produced here, it can do wonders for the economy.
And while the appetite for tilapia is big at home, this versatile product is increasing in popularity in North America and Europe, providing lucrative export potential.
Children are the future, and ensuring our future is healthy requires that children are always provided with nutritious foods to grow well and live long. Unhealthy diets high in sugar, salt, and fat consumed by children may make them obese and prone to non-communicable diseases later in life. Healthy foods and beverages not only help them learn better, but also protects them from non-communicable diseases such as some cancers, diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases in their childhood and adult life. So, whether it's at home, in the lunch bag, or at school, let's make healthy foods and beverages for our children the only rule.
We're near the close of Jamaica Magazine today, but before the journey ends, we'll look at a government agency supporting human resource development by providing leadership and management training for public sector workers.
Established in 1994 as the premier government training institution and later as an executive agency of the government, the Management Institute for National Development, MIND, stands tall as a crucial driver to the transformation and modernization of the public sector in Jamaica and the wider Caribbean.
MIND is really the outgrowth of a combination of public sector entities. And the individuals who were very crucial in the formation of MIND and bringing the various entities together were Dr. Garnet Brown and Dr. Carlton Davis.
MIND continues to add to national development by providing the Jamaican public sector with quality leadership development options, management training, supporting services, and outreach that sustain a culture of enterprise, efficiency, and responsiveness to the publics they serve.
Training and development is really the heart of public sector transformation, and so we saw the need to bring a more coordinated and structured approach to how it is that we facilitated learning and development across our public service, and how we would want to see that supporting public sector transformation now and in the years ahead. And so, working with key stakeholders across the public service, we created the public sector learning framework. As a country, we want to be dynamic, and being dynamic means that we are going to have to keep in step with all the changes around us, and we need our public sector to be constantly developed so that we can transform as a public sector to be responsive to the needs of our citizens and to a developing economy and towards developed country status as well.
Registered with the University Council of Jamaica UCJ as a tertiary level institution, the programs and courses at MIND are offered at the certificate, diploma, Associate of Science degree, and postgraduate diploma levels. Yes! Over 50 individual offerings of programmed courses run throughout the year, utilizing the face-to-face and/or online delivery modality, in addition to those learning interventions that are facilitated in a customized format.
Here at MIND, we use a competency-based education and training philosophy. What that simply means is that our participants, having completed a program here at MIND, they're able to go back to their organizations immediately to transfer that learning. We have 3 product lines: scheduled programs, where we deliver over 50 programs and courses on an annual basis, and that is presented to the public through a schedule of learning products, and so they'll look to see what are the product offerings and they can access those programs and courses. However, you have some of our clients who want something done specific to them, so we design, develop, and deliver those programs under a customized brand. We also have our consultancy arm of the business, and with that we respond to terms of references that will be advertised by our public sector stakeholders in the newspaper or on the online portal, or some of them will contract us directly.
MIND is pleased to introduce its newest product line, MindReach, which is aimed at empowering unreached and underserved stakeholders. Through this medium, MIND is able to connect with its local communities through various developmental and transformational projects. The institution's partners include Caribbean Leadership Project CLP, Center for Creative Leadership CCL, National College for Educational Leadership NCL, Cave Hill School of Business and Management, Jamaica Civil Service Association JCSA, Strategic Human Resource Management Division in the Ministry of Finance and Public Service SHRMD, and ministries, departments, and agencies of government.
Having joined the Jamaica Fire Brigade in 1995, having understanding of my job, I realized that I would want to be a supervisor very soon. So I went seeking a course that I could do just to elevate myself. I went over to the MIND office in Mandeville, and the greeting and the welcome from the staff there was very encouraging. They gave me an entire manual to go through to see what I needed to do. My decision to attend MIND was the best decision I could have made as a young public sector worker. I encourage every public sector worker to seek out MIND, look at their programs, select something. There is something there for you.
MIND has solidified its mark as a center for excellence and continues to facilitate capacity building for national development and the continued transformation of the Jamaican public sector.
I choose MIND.
I choose MIND, and so should you.
I feel so privileged to represent the MIND.
For more information, contact us at 876-927-17613. Visit our campuses in Kingston and Mandeville, or our website at www.mind.edu.jm.
This is we're committed to reducing the impact of disasters occurring in Jamaica. We're ever ready to assist you before, during, and after a disaster. But everybody have a role to play, so make we work together and follow the plan. Whether rich or poor or where you come from, hurricanes affect everyone, so be prepared. Prevention is better than cure. Be prepared. Listen to ADPEM.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
Develop a sense of purpose that says you're not here by accident. You are here for greatness. You are here with destiny in mind. You are supposed to do something great, and you are on that pathway. There are persons who are in the departure lounge of life, at the end of their life, and they look back and they have regret because they never took time to uncover and develop a sense of purpose. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do before I leave this 7 billion people planet called Earth? What am I supposed to accomplish? Having a sense of greatness that's in you. You're talented, you have gifts and abilities. Some of you are good with numbers, some of you are good with words, some of you are good with both, some of you are artistic, creative, some of you are sports oriented, and there are many things. And you take time to discover what are you passionate about. What can I just do naturally? I can jump out of my sleep and do it easily. Speaking now to your talents and abilities, your giftings. All of these come into your sense of purpose. The things that you are to do in life as you are to impact people. When you dream, when you close your eyes, what do you see yourself doing? And knowing that the sky is the limit. Second thing I want to say quickly is that you must learn to persevere. I heard Marquis speak about perseverance. Everybody say perseverance. Sometimes we don't achieve much because we give up too easily. You have to learn, if you want good, your nose have to. Yes, man, you have to get your feelings hurt and still go on. When I was doing my PhD, boy, a man tell me, man, people seem to like you. Wayne, why don't you just leave this program and go back to your country? You have a master's. The PhD is not for you. Why don't go and make money? And that was a racist comment because I was black. I was the only black person in the program. And he was saying things that hurt me, and I didn't want him to see me offended. I left his presence, went into my room, and I cried. But I decided to continue in my effort for excellence. Are you hearing me? And so perseverance means to continue a course of action in spite of difficulty, in spite of opposition. When they fight you down, when bad mind reach you, and they're fighting you down, and they say you're not the right gender, young ladies, and they say you don't deserve to be here, don't pay no attention, press on nonetheless. And it means you also have to have the right people around you. Be careful of the company you keep. As you go through life, you're going to make mistakes. As you go through life, you may fail at something. You want people around you who can encourage you to get up again.
This is where we ended the program, but only for today. Be here on this station tomorrow, and we will have much more to share. Until then, there are lots to watch over on our website, jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Remember, live good and do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.